Welcome to another data or text solution video. In this one, we're gonna attack a particular issue dealing with slow loading sheets, and in situation when you want to sort your data in a spreadsheet that could be either in Excel or Google Sheet, and for any reason most likely your data is too large and just functionality of filtering and sorting in the Excel or Google Sheet itself is slow and doesn't address your need. So this is particularly for those with non-technical background, but it could be useful for any background as well. You can apply the solution code that we have here simply in your system without the trouble of installing or anything or knowing any previous coding knowledge, and apply and customize it based on your own need. At the end of the tutorial, I'm gonna show you how you can go in the description, click on the blog link that we have, and then access to the code and how you can customize it for yourself. But here we go step by step what's the use case and how we tackle it. So this is data that we have. One example, I have it in Google Sheet. I may want to sort it based on different columns, I could have a particular needs based on any columns here. Now, this is the particular code solution that we have, and again we want to sort the spreadsheet based on one or multiple columns. First thing first is, again, in the description you're gonna have access to this environment. You can open this in your browser. Here it is called Google Colab if you haven't seen before. It's a platform for you to run Python code. Again, you don't need to necessarily know deep knowledge of Python before, because I'm going to show you how you can customize this particular use case for your own need. In this case, I have the Google Colab in my Google account, and I have my data in the same Google account in Google Sheets. So what I need to do, I run the first block by simply clicking on this, and this what it does. After a while it opens a new window for you. You're gonna allow the connection and access and authentication of this Google Colab to your Google account when your Google Sheet exists. Once you actually close that window, then it's going to be a green check mark, then that means fine. And by the way, I have other tutorials when look at the data connection and other related spreadsheet or Python related tutorials in more steps. Here I'm gonna connect to the data. So the first customization you want to do is, if you have your Google Sheet in your account and Google Sheet name and a spreadsheet name and the worksheet name, so you may want to change it based on what is your name. So in this case, the name of the Google Sheet sample data, and by the way that's available in description as well, this sample data, that's the name. And actually I have the same name in the first tab. So the name of a spreadsheet and the name of the tab could be anything. Again, you may want to have the unique name, and only in the case that you have only one Google Sheet with that name in your account, for so the code understand what Google Sheet to connect to. So in this case both of them in the same name for me, so that's why I have the mock data 2 here. And again, so that's the first customization for you. Now I have Google Sheet, you don't need to worry about it. What it does, it reads the data and call it the object data. So from now on we can work with data, and you can take a look at the first 5 observation, and that's what I have. Now this is actually the main thing, and it's actually just one line of the code, which is this one. If you want to sort your data based on one column, and that column is last name, and I can sort it such that it's ascending, meaning that it's in alphabetical order. If you run it, it essentially start with A, right? So that's what it does for you, and you can have your data now. It basically grabs the input data, change it what you want, and it does it much faster than just what you can do directly in the sheet. And then this is you may want to, so this, if you just based on one column, that's enough and you're done. I'm to the next step. But if you want to apply it for multiple columns, like for example sort first based on last name, if you have the same last name such as this, So Abbott, same last name, but you may want to change it so the first name with starting with A, it actually comes first. So that means you may want to sort based on last name and then first name. So you have Aaron and then Borden here, and then Bill and then Billy here because they have the same last name, right? So in this case, if you want to, in this situation, where you want to sort based on multiple columns with the order, first last name and then first name, you can have it so like this, same thing, run it again, and now it's sorted. Now you have this as you expect based on alphabetical order as you want it, and you have your final data. Now of course, if you want to apply more customization, let's say you want to grab a slice of the data is too big, you may want to just look at a sample of data. Just give me the individuals that their let's say names start with A or B, or they have a specific gender, or they have a specific postal code or job title, right? You may want to look at a specific subsample and slice or filter your data. If that's the case, I have another tutorial. The link is available in the video, as you can see in the description as well, when you can actually slice the data similarly with a solution that's available, and you can run simply and customize it based on your need. In this one, we simply sorted the data as we wanted, and then you just need to, so the second customization was change the column name as you want, and you can have more than 2 columns here as well, but in order which one you want it to be first or sorted, and if they have the same value, then the second and third so on and so forth, the columns gonna be ordered such like that. And then the lastly is I'm gonna just run this, and the only thing you want to change here, I want to add it as a new sheet to the same spreadsheet that I had, and the new sheet I call it sorted sheet, and that's the same Google sheet that I had before. So you may want to just change the name, and once I run it, then I'm gonna see exactly what I expected here, which is this one. Now it's ordered as I wanted. As I said, you could look at and add an additional step if again your data is too large, you want to slice it. You can look at the other video that we have in our channel when we go over slicing and filtering the data as well. So now the tutorial is done. Now the only thing I'm gonna add is how you access the solution, especially if you're non-technical background, and you can run it. So you go to the blog page that we have in the description of the video. You're gonna see a page like this, and this is the case in all our videos. There's going to be somewhere in the web page something like a section related link. When you see the code solution, and if there is a data, you may find the link for the sample data as well, which is the case here. If you click on this one, you're gonna essentially, this is a Google Colab environment. So if you're already logged in your Google account, it's going to be use that Google account and open this environment, which is essentially something like this. Now this is, you're gonna access the same thing that I have here. If you want to customize it and use it for your own need, you need to go to file and save a copy, and then use your own copy and do the customization going forward. So that's it. Hopefully it is addressing the need that you're looking for sorting a spreadsheet. If you're looking for more videos such as this, when we look for different ways, different solutions that could address the needs of different learners, different professionals with any background, technical or non-technical, please subscribe to our video. See you next week.